Most players fail their attacks not because of troop levels, but because of bad funnels, wrong spell usage, and poor timing. In this video, I'll show you 3 pro-level Town Hall 16 attack strategies: Root Rider Smash, Super Witches, and Rocket Loons, that fix all of that and deliver consistent 3 stars when executed right. Let's start with Root Riders and break it down. The main army includes 4 healers, 5 Root Riders, and 6 Valkyries. This is your primary force pushing into the core. You also have wall breakers for opening up key wall segments, and super barbarians that can be used either for funneling or to support the royal champion during the back-end cleanup. A single ice golem is included to absorb damage during the initial push, and 2 headhunters are there specifically to deal with enemy heroes. For spells, the setup includes 3 rage spells, 1 poison, and 2 overgrowths. In the clan castle, you're running 6 Valkyries and 3 freeze spells, giving extra punch and control. The siege machine of choice is usually the siege barracks, though the troop launcher and log launcher are available depending on base layout and preference. As for heroes and pets, the king is paired with the phoenix and equipped with the giant gauntlet and rage vial, which allows him to continue dishing out damage for 8 extra seconds after going down. The queen uses the unicorn, healer puppet, and magic mirror to keep her alive and effective on the edge. The warden is set with Diggy, healing tome, and eternal tome, ideal for keeping the main push protected. And the royal champion runs with Fox, electro boots, and the hog puppet to apply pressure in the back and distract key defenses. That's the full army loadout. Now let's get into how it all comes together in action. The Root Rider Smash attack is a strong and effective strategy that can easily take down bases if done correctly. First, create a clear path for your main troops by using the Barbarian King on one side and the Siege Barracks on the other. The King should have support from a Super Wall Breaker to open walls, while the Archer Queen and some Super Barbarians help keep him on track. The Siege Barracks will bring extra troops to clear buildings, making sure the Root Riders go in the right direction. Once the path is ready, send in the Root Riders along with the Electro Titans to move into the base. Use a rage spell early in areas with heavy defenses to boost damage. The Overgrowth spell is very important. It should be used on the Town Hall and strong defenses to stop them from attacking for a while. This gives your troops more time to move forward. A second Overgrowth spell can be placed later to handle more defenses and keep your troops safe. Use freeze spells wisely on dangerous defenses like the Monolith and Inferno Towers, so they don't do too much damage. As the attack continues, more rage spells can help speed up your troops and make them stronger. Make sure the Root Riders stay on the right path, and place the Overgrowth spell in a way that helps guide them through the base. If done properly, this strategy can easily lead to a 3-star attack. Now that we've covered how Root Riders can bulldoze through bases with Overgrowth and precision funneling, let's move on to a strategy that's just as destructive, but with a totally different style: the Fireball Super Witch attack. The Fireball Switch army consists of 4 healers, 3 Super Witches, 1 Electro Titan, and 1 Mini Warden. These units form the core push into the base. Supporting troops include Wall Breakers to open up key wall sections, Loons to protect the healers from early air traps, and Headhunters to help take out enemy heroes. Then we have some funneling or cleanup troops like minions or a baby dragon, depending on the base. Spell-wise, the loadout includes 3 rage spells, 1 jump spell, 1 freeze, 1 earthquake, and 1 invisibility spell, giving strong support for both damage boost and core control. In the clan castle, the setup features 6 Valkyries, 1 poison, 1 skeleton spell, and 1 invisibility, useful for added damage and distraction inside the base. For the siege machine, the default choice is the Siege Barracks, though both the Troop Launcher and Flame Flinger can be effective alternatives depending on the base layout. Now for the heroes and pet setup, the king is paired with the Phoenix and uses EQ boots and the spiky wall, making him effective for breaking deeper into the base and opening walls in the core. The queen runs with Frosty to slow down enemy defenses, and is supported by the healer puppet and magic mirror for extra survivability and power. The warden is equipped with the unicorn and brings in the fireball to help carve out the initial funnel, while the rage gem boosts troop damage during the push. Lastly, the royal champion uses the fox, electro boots, and the hog puppet, giving her a strong back-end presence and added distraction power. That's the full setup for this version of Fireball Super Witches. Now let's move into how the attack works in action. The Fireball Super Witch attack is an incredibly powerful strategy that can crush even the toughest bases. Start by deploying the Grand Warden with healers on one side to clear buildings safely and establish a strong funnel. Then use the Fireball to break deep into the base, clearing a large section and ensuring that the main troops stay on course. To complete the funnel, deploy the Archer Queen and Siege Barracks on the other side. Once the sides are cleared, send in the Super Witches through the center, supported by an Ice Golem and the Barbarian King. Make sure to deploy the King after the Witches. This prevents him from taking early damage and triggering his ability too soon. Use a jump spell to give direct access to the core of the base, allowing the Super Witches and their big boys to move through efficiently. Rage spells will amplify their damage, while freeze spells should be used to disable high-threat defenses like the Monolith and Inferno Towers. With proper execution, this strategy delivers overwhelming destruction, making it one of the strongest attack methods available. From the raw power of Super Witches, let's switch gears to something faster and more technical: the Rocket Loons. Fireball attack is all about precision, multitasking, and surgical damage. Here's how to pull it off right. Here's a breakdown of the army composition for the Fireball Rocket Loons attack. The army starts with 5 healers, which are used on the Warden during the initial phase. You also have 16 Rocket Loons, primarily used for cleanup and sniping remaining defenses later in the attack. To support the setup, there are wall breakers to open walls for the King and Queen, headhunters for dealing with enemy heroes, Loons to protect the healers from early air traps, and a few funneling troops like minions or a baby dragon. For spells, the loadout includes 2 rage, 3 invisibility spells, 3 earthquakes, which are used in combination with the fireball to finish off key defenses, and 1 freeze spell for added control. In the clan castle, the setup runs 4 super minions, 1 rage, and 1 poison, a high-value CC for back-end pressure or core burst damage. Siege machine options include the Flame Flinger, Siege Barracks, and the Log Launcher, depending on what's best for the base you're attacking. For heroes, the King carries the Phoenix with Earthquake Boots and the Spiky Ball, giving him the ability to break into deeper compartments and help open up space for the Queen. The Queen is paired with Frosty and uses the Healer Puppet and Magic Mirror for added healing and damage. Though swapping the Healer Puppet for a Giant can be a good option if you need extra tanking. The Warden brings Unicorn, Fireball, and the Rage Vial, making him a strong opener for clearing out one side of the base safely. And for the Royal Champion, the setup includes the Fox, Electro Boots, and the Hog Puppet, giving her strong mobility and distraction support for back-end cleanup. That's the full army composition for this Fireball Rocket Loons strategy. Next up, let's look at how it all plays out in the attack. The Fireball Rocket Loons attack is a high-skill strategy that requires focus and multitasking, but is incredibly fun to execute. Start by deploying the Grand Warden for a solo Warden walk to clear one side of the base. Since the Warden is vulnerable, keep a close eye on him to ensure he doesn't take too much damage. Next, use the Fireball in the core to take down high-value defenses, opening up the base for the rest of the attack. Deploy the Flame Flinger in a position where it can deal maximum damage over time. On the other side, send in the Barbarian King, Archer Queen, and Golem to clear a section and complete the funnel. Once the setup is done, bring in the Royal Champion to finish off remaining defenses. The Rocket Loons provide great flexibility. Use them to fine-tune the funnel or take out any leftover high-damage defenses at the end. With precise execution, this strategy delivers devastating results, making it a rewarding and powerful attack choice. That wraps up 3 incredibly strong attack strategies that can help you dominate in any setting. Root Rider Smash for unstoppable ground pushes, Super Witches for tanky base-breaking power, and Rocket Loons for high-skill, high-reward precision strikes. Master these and you'll start seeing more triples across the board. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more attack guides, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget, all the army links are down in the description so you can copy them straight into your game and try them yourself.